Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, coffee in hand, and reading a headline that stops you in your tracks. Alberta pulls out half of its oil production. That's the reality we're now facing. Welcome back to Canada Updates, where politics isn't just debate. It's real national-scale decision-making with lasting consequences. Today, all eyes are on Mark Carney, Bay Street's most prominent figure, who now finds himself under intense political pressure. This isn't just a difficult week, it's a serious turning point. The reason? Alberta has taken a bold and direct step away from Ottawa's vision for the country. Premier Danielle Smith has made it clear that Alberta will no longer sit quietly while key national policies are made without its interests in mind. She's not just voicing frustration, she's issuing clear demands. Her message to Ottawa: Alberta is ready to go its own way if necessary. This marks a major escalation in the Western autonomy movement. What was once a quiet undercurrent is now front and center. And for Carney, who has long promoted centralized, inclusive economic policy, Alberta's firm stance is a direct challenge to that approach. Danielle Smith is focused, deliberate, and clearly prepared for what lies ahead. Her remarks aren't empty threats. They're part of a well-calculated move. Alberta is sending a message. It's no longer willing to play by rules it had no part in writing. Danielle Smith has a clear message for Mark Carney, and it's one he can't ignore. Alberta is giving Ottawa until winter to make real changes, or it may choose a different path. Alberta is tired of being treated as Canada's economic engine, while having little say in national decisions. It's frustrated with being excluded from key conversations. Especially when it comes to energy, this isn't just a moment of anger, it's the result of years of growing resentment. And now, what once felt like a fringe idea, independence, is becoming a serious conversation across the province. Petitions are gaining traction, and public support is rising faster than many expected. Mark Carney, known for his calm, policy-driven approach, is now facing a deep political challenge. While he focuses on climate and economic strategies, Alberta is demanding a seat at the table and meaningful action. Danielle Smith, meanwhile, is taking a more direct approach. She's not just hinting at the possibility of separation. She's laying the groundwork for it. In a recent statement, she essentially told Carney, "You don't have much time left to show Alberta that staying in Canada is worth it." She wasn't vague. After recent talks with federal leaders, she came out not with hopeful words, but with a plan, a roadmap to consult Albertans directly about their future in Canada. This summer, Smith's tour isn't just about public events, it's a way to measure how many people in the province are ready to consider something bigger, a future where Alberta may stand on its own, and if early signs are any indication, support for Alberta's push is growing fast. So where does that leave Mark Carney? He's now in a tough position, trying to convince the West that he's more than just a Bay Street banker with polished speeches and no real connection to Alberta's concerns. He hasn't even officially entered the race for Liberal leadership, yet he's already facing pressure from all sides. On the other hand, Danielle Smith is keeping calm. She's not calling for separation outright. She's pointing to it and saying, "Don't be surprised, we've been warning you." Instead of forcing the issue, she's letting the people lead the discussion, giving them space to decide what they want for Alberta's future. It's a smart, measured approach from someone who's been doubted before, but now holds the upper hand in a growing political movement. Carney, meanwhile, is under pressure to show he understands Alberta, not just as a place to extract resources, but as a province with real frustrations. He knows the long-delayed pipeline to the West Coast might be his only real way to prove that Ottawa is still listening. For Smith, it's a test of respect. For Carney, it's a political necessity. But make no mistake, this situation goes far beyond just pipelines. At its core, it's about dignity and equal treatment. Alberta contributes heavily to the country's economy and still feels overlooked in key decisions. Many residents are now asking a simple question: if we're doing so much, why are we still being ignored? If Mark Carney hopes to calm this growing discontent, it will take more than carefully worded speeches and complicated policies. Albertans are looking for action and real change. Danielle Smith has handed Mark Carney a clear path and a deadline. It's probably the most polite political warning in Canadian history. Fix this or don't, but understand we're not waiting. This summer, Smith plans to ask Albertans how they feel, and if enough of them say they want independence, then a referendum could be on the ballot next year. That's no longer a distant idea. It's now a real possibility, and Carney knows it. He's being tested before he's even officially running for Liberal leadership. But this test isn't just about politics. It's about the future of a province ready to walk away unless someone gives them a strong reason to stay. This isn't normal politics anymore. It's emergency politics. And while Carney is still repeating old talking points, Smith is staying calm and strategic. She's not making noise or dramatic speeches. She's doing something far more powerful. She's listening. She's listening to Albertans and giving them the power to decide their own future. That's what real leadership looks like. So what happens next? Mark Carney has two choices. He can step up and deliver real solutions fast, or he can keep relying on smooth words while Alberta quietly leaves. This isn't a polite debate in Ottawa anymore. It's political dodgeball, and Alberta's throwing hard. If Carney wants seen to lead, now is the time to show it, because if he misses this chance, Canada may be heading toward the friendliest divorce in history. What do you think? Can Carney deliver a political miracle? Or is Alberta really about to become the Texas of the North? Drop your thoughts below, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell, because Canadian politics just got hotter than jalapenos on poutine. Until next time, this is Canada Updates, where we serve political truth hot, strong, and straight, just like our coffee and our prairie independence movements.